the Velvet Underground, obviously famously related to, I was going to say Andy Kaufman, and now I can't get the name Andy Kaufman out of my head.
Hello, VC. Plastic Eric here. Plastic Sound Went Cold. Here for a spooky edition of Collection Connection. The game that's just an excuse to talk about music. It's a game that I play with my brother, Bryce, over on Good Show Ponconby. I do my picks every Monday. He does his picks every Thursday. And we try to make our albums connect together. Um, so yeah, it's Halloween today. And you might have noticed I look a little bit different. It's because I'm going out at Heisenberg today. So I'm going to do a shitload of meth and... No, I'm kidding. I don't do that on a weekday. But to get on with the game, my brother showed Velvet Underground's White Light, White Heat. I listened to that the other day. Got a little in the right, mental capacity to listen to that. And I thought it was a really, really good album. To be honest, I never listened to it before. And I was out on the back porch. I got some little mobile speakers that I put out there, and I set them out there, and I tune into Spotify and listen to it, and it sounded really good just on Spotify. That first album is brilliant, or the first side. The first side is really good. The second song really stands out to me. I really like the garagey type elements to it, but it at the same time it's not production, but it's something. It sounds really raw. I really like it, and I like the Sister Ray song on the other side too. I've never been bothered by long songs, so I think it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's definitely going to be an album that goes on the list to look for in the wild. God, I got the wrong thing right now. That's why you don't do these when you first wake up. But the thing that I found interesting about it was that the Velvet Underground is on Verve, the label Verve, and there's a band out there that was called Verve, and they ended up having to change their name to The Verve. This is Urban Hymns. Excellent album. This is in my top 5 of albums. You just can't go wrong on here. And it's funny, the big song on here is not even close to my favorite song on here. What is it? Come On. It was a really good song. Rolling People. I just love those really spacey, psychedelic, tons of reverb. Just those 2 songs on this album, and the whole album is solid, but those 2 songs are above and beyond the Call of Duty for really freaking your brain out. Great to get stoned and listen to this. It's awesome. But they were originally called Verve, and unfortunately for this band, they were sued by the label Verve and had to change their name to The Verve. Verve. It's early. The Verve is what they changed it to. So you just add a the to it and you're okay. So articles save everything. Oddly enough, on this album here, the most popular song being Bittersweet Symphony, also got them sued. And eventually, the way it worked out is that string section that you hear in the background was based on an album that had done, I guess, some Rolling Stone songs, but did them in an orchestrated way. And the Verve got permission from that, and they got permission from the Rolling Stones, from what I understand. But the Rolling Stones didn't actually own that music. It was owned by another guy. I think his name is something Klein. I can't remember. I try to forget the assholes in the record industry. And this guy was an asshole and went after him. And Ashcroft, the main guy from here, was not able to make money on that song for years and years and years. And finally, the Rolling Stones did some stuff and made it so that he was able to get royalties for, you know, his song, basically. And so it turned out well in the end. But these guys went through a lot of problems. Drugs, litigation, and really litigation's the scariest one of them all. So it's kind of ironic that we're doing this on Halloween. But if you get a chance, and I really look for their other albums too. This one does a nice job of having some pop songs on it, but having the crazy psych stuff that they had on their older albums just shows up on here a little bit too. And so this is another band that I looked for their first two albums before this one, and never seemed to find them anywhere on vinyl. And as you can see, I didn't even have this on vinyl, which I need to do, because it's such a fantastic album, and I'm sure it would sound awesome on vinyl. I don't know what it is. Even if it's digitally recorded, there's something about mechanical sound that brings out the warmth in the music, as opposed to the digital. Doesn't. It's still there. The music sounds good, but I don't know what it is about the vinyl. It just makes it poppier and more jump out to me. But now I'm going into all kinds of other directions, and we don't want to do that, because, you know, for me, it's not just about the music. So until next time, and if you don't get this album by then, I don't know what to tell you, except for bye.